Well, hello there! It's Halloween time on my channel, and get ready because I'm going to be uploading lots of Halloween videos to come for this month. I have been doing Halloween videos for like, what, 5 years now or something? And every year I get requests to do poison ivy. I've never done it. I don't know why. Now's the time to do it. My look is kind of based more off the actual comic strip rather than the movies. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, leave your comments below, and you can also request looks below. But before you request, make sure you do check out my Halloween playlist because I have like 30 Halloween videos, and you know, don't request stuff that I've already done because I'm not going to do repeat videos. So go and check those out. I'll have it all in the info bar. And without much further ado, let's get started with poison ivy. So to start off the look, I am going to first apply regular foundation. Now, believe it or not, my face is actually tanned. Yes, it is. So this foundation is a little bit too light for me, but I did kind of want that very pale look. So I'm just going to blend it down my neck and around my ears just to make sure that it kind of blends in with the rest of my tan skin. And I did not film this from the beginning, sorry about that. This is using a natural sponge, and I used a little bit of a green face paint. Now this is water activated face paint, so you basically just dip the sponge in some water and then pick up the color, and I'm just kind of outlining my face with that, almost like contouring using that sponge. And the first color is a very, very light green. And then I used a slightly deeper green color, like a more intense, slightly darker green, and layered that on top. And the reason I'm using a natural sea sponge is just because it gives a really cool texture, and I wanted that sort of textured look for Ivy's skin. And you can also do this a little bit down your neck and your shoulder area, basically wherever your costume kind of stops. You want to make sure that it blends in with the rest of your skin, obviously, so that you're not doing it just on your face. And then I layered a slightly teal color on top, just so you're gonna get these 3 different colored looks. And then you wanna set everything with powder because you definitely want this to last all night, so setting it with a translucent powder is really important. Then I used this bright green eyeshadow, and this is on a contouring brush, and I just wanted to intensify that green look, so I'm kind of going over it. And I didn't want her skin to look flawlessly blended. I wanted that textured look. I don't know, I just think it looks a bit more kind of spooky or something, so I'm just going over that, and also with a slightly darker green, just to kind of help contour a little bit. So let's move on to the eyes. I used this green gel eyeliner. I didn't really have a green like eyeshadow base, so I just used a gel liner and just applied that. Next, I used this bright green shadow. This is the same one that I used before, and I'm going to start applying that to the outer and inner part of my eye, leaving the middle space bare. So it looks a little bit messy right now. I am going to be blending this out as this process continues. So you kind of want to get this very rounded eye shape. And I also applied that shadow on the lower part, also on the inner and outer corner, leaving the middle space blank, because then I went in with this shadow. This is like a light golden green color. It's very, very shimmery, and I applied that right in that space in the center, blending it with the green. And then I also applied that onto the bottom in that space, and yes, you do need to make this awkward funny face for it to work properly. Then under the brow, I used this very light spring green color just to blend everything out, almost like a highlight. And I wanted to also deepen the crease, so I'm using a forest green, like a deep green color. This is matte, just to intensify that on the inner and outer corners, and really starting to blend these shadows together so it doesn't look quite so unblended. And this is really going to give that very unique sort of rounded eye shape with the highlight in the middle. On the waterline, I filled it in with a green pencil because I didn't really want that skin tone color there. And the brows, I also decided to do green. Can you see a color scheme going on for this? So I just used a green pencil again and then blended that out using a brush. And that was a little bit too teal looking for me, so I layered a little bit of a green eyeshadow on top just to make it a bit more intense green color rather than teal. So I wanted to draw some ivy leaves on her face or on my face rather. And since the wig was going to be covering half of my face, I only did it on one eye. You could definitely do this on both eyes or just do it in any way that you wish. I kind of like the asymmetrical look, to be honest. So I used a black liquid liner. This is actually a cake liner that's water activated, and the brush is from an art supply store, which is really great. It's very precise. And then I wanted to draw on some of the leaves of the ivy plant. So I used the face paint again, the green color, and just painted on some ivy leaves. And you might want to look up how ivy leaves look like, because I didn't remember, so I had to just use a little guide. Then to make the ivy leaves look a bit more realistic, I used a white face paint and just tried to do the veining on the leaves so they look a little bit more, I don't know, more like real leaves, to be honest. Then I attached them with the stems to the vine. And then I wanted to do some little cute curlicues because vines kind of grow like that, very sort of, you know, curled up. So I did that. And added a little bit of texture to those curlicues, so I added these little, I don't know what they're supposed to be. They look like little new leaves or something, and then I added these little tiny green leaves. It just looks like there's new leaves sprouting. Alright, so then the vine is done, and now I wanted to connect it with an eyeliner, so I basically just did a black winged eyeliner, sort of connecting it to the vine on the one eye, and on the other eye just doing a normal winged black line. Then you want to do mascara, of course, top and bottom, same as always. I also wanted to do a little bit of highlighting just to make Ivy look a little bit more glowing, I guess. So I did that around my forehead, on my nose, on my cupid's bow, and on the tops of my cheekbones. Then I added some false lashes. Now I didn't really have any kind of crazy Halloween lashes. Unfortunately, there are no Halloween stores where I live, so I kind of just had to make do with what I had, and then I just glued those on, and then I put on this awesome red wig. I got this on eBay, and I did this before doing the lips because sometimes, you know, when you're doing the lips and then you put the wig on top, it might get stuck in the gloss or whatever, so do the lips at the very end once you've got your wig on. So I lined them with a green, it's not a lip liner, it's basically just a green eyeliner. And then I just blended that out because I want a sort of gradient green lip look. So I blended that, and then I used these two products. This is basically just pure color, and I combined a yellow, a green, and a blue just to get the perfect shade that I'm going for. And then I filled in my lips with that bright green shade and then kind of just blended it. Then I used the pencil again just to kind of make more of a mixture between those two colors just to blend it a little bit better. And then in the very center of the lid I used a bright yellow eyeshadow just to kind of add a little highlight there. And that's really going to make that gradient lip look really, really cool. And then for the headpiece, I got this string of plastic ivy leaves. I got those at a craft store, and I just wrapped that around my head a few times and then pinned the ends with a bobby pin to make sure it's secure. And that's it for the completed poison ivy look. Thanks for watching, guys. If you liked the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. You can also find a list of all the products that I used in the info bar. As always, you can also follow me on my social media. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere, because I will be posting tons of Halloween stuff and really fun looks on those places. This wig is just freaking awesome. I want to wear it every day. I wish my hair was this like natural color. That would be so freaking cool. I really hope that you guys will enjoy my upcoming Halloween videos. I am just I love Halloween. Make sure to stick around, subscribe to my channel, see back on my Halloween playlist to see all the other previous videos, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.